Good afternoon, followers, subscribers and anyone that happened to stumble across my little YouTube channel. Today is Thursday the 4th of December. I got the month right because on the last video I got the month wrong. And my apologies for the editing on the previous video. But anyway, today is December the 4th, Thursday, and today is party Christmas night number 2 at the Bedford Hotel. So, as I normally do, what's the weather like in my part of Northamptonshire? Well, it's raining. It's raining. And now those of you who follow and listen to my YouTube, you know I don't like the rain because it gets wet. I've half loaded the car and half loaded still inside the house, but it's a bit drizzly and damp today. It's not freezing cold weather, but it's damp where I am. I don't know about where you are on this Thursday. So yes, today is, I'll just go back, today is Thursday the 4th. I want to get to the hotel around 3 because of the parking issues. Thursday you would have thought been alright, but being a restaurant and a bar, as I think I said before in the previous videos, all I'm doing, I don't know about you guys who DJ, I'm just looking at the clock anyway. I'm thinking, oh, I've got another half hour, so I might as well go there early. I didn't do much videoing of the hotel last week, I must admit. They got a new manager, a new hotel manager, and I think, as I mentioned in the previous video, the guy that does the events, who is a stickler for timing, he left apparently 2 weeks, that'd be 3 weeks ago. So one of the managers who I ran into last year is sort of like looking after things right now. So yes, so it's Christmas party night number 2, and I believe this date's been sold out, and tomorrow's Friday and Saturday have been sold out for some time. So let's see, shall we? If you notice in the other previous video, they put a bucket on their head, they used the wet floor sign and the mop for different things. Some girls stood on the table, ladies, and the table collapsed. You know, it was all fun, and it wasn't really busy. But anyway, that's what it's like, isn't it, this time of year? So, yeah, so I think I'll be off around 2:30. I'm going to have my lunch soon, and I'll show you my little luncharoonies. Take care, catch you on the other side. Oh yes, it's definitely a video log time. And it's little luncharoonies. So guys, I arrived around 3 o'clock, and look at the car spaces here. You'll never see like it. I'll never probably see like the likes of it again. It's a bit wet, so I come in. Yes. It's never been like that ever. But anyway, so I've come in, and that's my empty bags and stuff. What I started to doing really is I've just started to unpack and just lay out stuff on the floor, as you can probably see. And the first thing I tend to do, as I said before, is try to centre the stand. That's a Gorilla stand. It's the same as it's a combi stand, the Equinox combi stand, and the other brands. That's the Gorilla version. So I put it in the middle. I've got less depth this week. There's a table over here that wasn't here last week, so they pushed the floor back. Hence, I get either a lot of room, a depth, or very little depth. So yes, I've just laying things out. I've got to figure this out now. What I've got to try to do this week is push the speakers a bit further back so the lights don't hit them. Okie dokie, so I'll catch up with you when I'm sort of done. So I never managed to do a sort of close up on this, but this is the Gravity laptop stand that I've had. This is my second one. I had one before and then got rid, and when I restarted I got it again as a little tray for the hard drive or whatever you want to put on there. And like Gravity stand, it's all engineered very well, not the cheapest stand. And this is my Scandisk 4TB SSD, which normally sits there. So it's all set up complete now. I put the speaker slightly further back so the lights don't hit it, and I've got the lights as high as I can. The Chauvet washers, unfortunately, that's the highest I can go without it being totally blocked out by them. Try to do the best I can with the cables. They're a bit tight there, and that one there is at the side. They're a bit tight down the bottom. I've run out of extensions actually to add it on so it's not so tight. Same here. So that's the front. Same as last week. Bit of tinsel. So behind here I've got a laptop, hard drive, keys, wallet, bag for my laptop, my phone, pen and paper, mouse, my controller, my Numark Mixdeck, my Lenovo with a Seagrave hard drive, and I've got the W Audio mic cordless one again. So last week's first I've used it for absolutely ages. Tablet, just in case. Torch, switch box, couple of empty boxes, spare mixers there in this box, spare 4-channel mixer. My DMX GO, tablet, juice. That's a charger for the tablet in case it suddenly juices out during the evening. Tonight's till 12. And some mats, I put down these mats, so and I haven't sort of got to change it. I put stuff away in the cupboards, but that's it. So it's a lull before the storm. It's about 5:30. I'm set up, sound okay, lights all working, tables all laid out, staff are fiddling around. It's a full house tonight. The maximum they can take is 102 in this room. And again, they're using cards. Previous years they've used spreadsheets. So they've got a new sort of management team in, so it's new ideas. So we just had a walk through. Can actually have a walk through to the hotel actually. Shall we do that? I did find a place behind the door here to put my empties. There. I used to put it in the kitchen, but I realised last year I can put it behind this door. If you can remember this is sort of like the entrance to the hotel through the car park. The spa's over there and you can smell the bleach. And they do like these heads. So you can log in here, drop off your keys there. Another Christmas tree there. Staircase, one set of staircases. This is the reception area now. I think this is Christmas tree number 3, I think. They do like them heads. This is like a sort of, I don't know what you call this, but I've done this before. There's a little room here, tea room, people having a tea. On the left hand side is a tea room where people have their teas. This is the front of the hotel. There's another staircase, another Christmas tree. There's a little room there, presentation or something going on in there. And this is the front. It is raining, boys and girls, it is raining. And it's a bit breezy. I just got a polo shirt on. So that's the front, that's the high street there, going left to right. Cars coming down on my left, that's the embankment. That's the other hotel, Mercury. It was called the Park Inn at one time. They have functions there. So Nando's. Oh, fancy a Nando's. So this is the front. Oh, does it stop raining? It stopped raining. It stopped raining, but it's a bit. There we go. It's the front. Let me just get back. So that road going left to right is actually the high street, and the cars coming down my left. That's the embankment. So there's the front of the Swan Hotel. Having wandered around the hotel, it's not 6 o'clock yet, but it's pretty quiet. Very quiet. There's a few people in the bar there in the restaurant, and there's I think a small group on the left hand side, which is the tea room. That's really about it. Very quiet. These are other areas that people can have a quiet drink or meal or something. There is somebody actually in there. And there's another area. I can smell, this is obviously, I can smell coffee, so this must be a coffee area. There's a coffee machine there. All these pictures, not into that myself, too many I think. Another Christmas tree. Thought I'd come outside, it's not raining, I'm pretty warm. That's the terrace bar, the Pen and Cob. They've closed that down because it's too cold in the winter. They had it open last year, but couldn't get in it, couldn't figure out how to get in it. But I'm wandering around the car park, it's so many spaces. I parked this there. I did park at the front to unload and stuff, but I have to put it on here because the doors sometimes get too close, they hit each other, so I don't. There's the front there. I haven't got any fairy lights this year. And yeah, look, tomorrow's Friday. I bet there'll be no spaces tomorrow. Even this park. This is a pay car park. That's pretty empty. So just taking a look. I said before, I think last year it's too dark, I can't see, but just taking the footpath. It's outside the hotel. Just got a polo shirt on, so it's not absolutely cold yet. But it stopped raining anyway, that's a good thing. Otherwise we wouldn't be out here, right? So there are Christmas lights on the embankment. If you remember last year, some of these stringer lights was not working, and over there last year they had a big purpley thing. If you look at my videos from last Christmas, and there's the high street, and there's the bus. This is the embankment along here. Nothing to see, it's too dark really, isn't it? We'll walk back into the hotel. This is just a path which you can't see, it's a bit dark. That's a public car park over there, some spaces for electric cars. That's even quiet. That's not. But I suppose once the guests start turning up, it fill up, because it is 102 tonight, and it's not even 6 o'clock yet, I don't think. And I think 6:30 is when they sort of say they can come into the bar area. The manager from last week's not on duty, I haven't seen her, so it's can't come behind me. So this is the coach house. Go in. Well, it's 6:25, the customer's supposed to come in at 6:30. I haven't got the board up yet, find out who these people are, but the table's all laid, they're doing the bread rolls and stuff, so that's as per last week really. They're taking out the glasses, I believe. So, not sure where they put the glasses on, they take the glasses off, they're taking the flutes off. There's pre-ordered drinks on that table. There's not many pre-ordered drinks. There's pre-ordered drinks on that table. Today is a Thursday, right? So tomorrow's a work day. So I've got the snowflakes, as you can see, with the red on from the Chauvet washes. Which looks better when the lights are down from last week, actually. This is what I call low for the They sort of come in about 6:30 at the bar, 7:30 is feeding time. That's sort of how it works. They want to finish by, I don't know, 9 normally, but said the other guy who's in charge, he was really strict. Last week it wasn't so strict. So yeah, so it's just background music, nothing too loud. Just snowflakes and a red wash. And Grandmaster Groove, Master 1 I think it's called, on the background. Let's do it, dessert time. It's Friday the 5th, and it's the day after the night before. So this is how I left it last night. I took away the speakers, the Helixes, obviously my controller and stuff, and I left the washes and the battens. When you guys got to come back for a couple of days on the run, like I'm here 3 days on the go, do you normally take all your stuff away, or do you leave some of it behind? I just left the bare bones and the wire pre-wired, because I know under my insurance it's got to be a locked room and the manager's got to have the key. Well, unfortunately there's no sort of locked room here. There's access to the hotel via non-locked room, so that's why I don't trust it, just in case. So I just got to put everything back together again. I just found out tonight it's just one company, one group, as opposed to multiple groups. So yeah. So what do you guys do if you have to come back night after night? Do you leave it? Do you take it down? Do you do half of it? Be interesting to see what your comments are on that, because I'm here for another tomorrow, then another 6 times after that, so, and then New Year's, and then post-Christmas. So I'm all set up again, normal stuff. What I managed to do though with the Helix is I managed to take them up 1 extra notch, so they're much higher. They've never been this high really. They're 1 extra notch higher than they normally were yesterday, so it's higher. And that's really the only difference. Everything else is the same as per yesterday. So around the back, obviously I've got an anti-surge on one of the speakers. There. That's for charging the tablet where my DMX is on. I just had a Christmas drink there. McDonald's is actually literally next door. It's easy to get McDonald's. Trying to order a coffee here. Got an anti-surge on that white cable and an anti-surge on that one, and one is feeding that speaker and the other one is feeding this wire is here, the 4-gang socket over here, which is actually a 6-gang socket over here, and that's powering my Numark Mixdeck, my Lenovo, W audio, and a switch box. So I've got doubles here and there, and yeah, I realised that I actually need probably a couple of extensions. I've got a couple of extensions, they're white. Now it doesn't really matter, no one can see, but ideally probably a couple more extensions, but the white ones, no one can see the white ones. I don't even remember ordering the white ones, to be honest with you. But I've got a new gadget, and it's Gravity tablet stand. I'll be using that tonight. I got it delivered, well, I collected it today because I wasn't in yesterday. So it clamps onto this Ultimax stand, and I can move it around left and right, right and left, and the height for my 10-inch tablet. So I'm going to put the tablet there without the case. And this is just a protective screen that's got cracks on it here, not the actual tablet itself, because that's where I put my DMX GO on. That's a spare tablet just in case I need backup music, torch, mouse, all the normal suspects, juice, keys, wallet, pen, batteries, backup, spare laptop, spare hard drive. I've not quite put things away yet. A couple of mats are down. Staff are just fiddling around. Apparently just one company tonight. So this is like the first floor of the hotel, which leads to the function room, which is not locked. And this is a half landing, another level, and you've got all the tinsel hanging on. I'm back by the back door. It's obviously had a wedding. You can see all the confetti. They obviously had a wedding here, and they obviously allow confetti. That's the way out to the car park. And this year, no twinkly lights. And there's tree 1, another tree. It's coming to the reception area.
There's a sign outside room 132 that says toilet room 132, but 132 is locked. Yes, you have to ask the
Another tree. Sort of a seating area in reception. Oh look, a little mini tree. Didn't see that before, and there's more rooms that way. These are apartments. I think these are apartments, these ones along here, which they built last year. So there was obviously been a wedding here, and the wedding reception was here, I think. Compared to yesterday, it's a little bit busier. Not mega busy, but a little bit busier, a little bit noisier than yesterday. Obviously laid out for some Christmas meal there. Another Christmas tree. Oh! So we're just heading back. I'm really early, so I came in time. So this isn't a little area. I think this is where they had like a reception, where the wedding thing was, I think. Here, there's a little seating area here, a little cosy area, I call it. And that's the coffee area, I think, over there, because there's a big coffee machine there. But it's full of little archives and little areas, the hotel. So we're just walking back. Another seating area. Express check-in.
132.
This is obviously confetti. That's the manager's office in there. And the stairs going back to the function area. So from the hotel reception or foyer area, you can have actually access to this, to the room. It's not locked. So if anything went missing, the insurance company wouldn't pay out. It's not locked. You've got accesses from this floor straight up to reception. Well, it's peeing down the rain. Spaces here, look, and also they had a reserved area for, we don't know who for yet. Got a bit excited thinking, oh, I've got a reserve area, but I don't think it's for me. Got to close the door, it's peeing. But yeah, they had reserve areas there, but it's all empty right now. So this Gravity 10-inch tablet stand, well, mine's a 10-inch tablet stand. It sort of holds okay. There is a little adapter which I put away now that somehow you attach to it that will hold something. I don't know if it will hold actually the unit itself, but I only picked it up from the post office today and I brought it with me, so I don't know, I haven't read the instructions yet, but I'll look at that. But it's supposed to have a little thing that hangs out the back. I think it actually goes, I think it may go in there, so you can put something on it. It's a little shelved idea, I think. Whether or not the actual My DMX GO will go on it, I don't know right now, but I'm going to give it a go this evening. Like most Gravity stuff, this is, you know, it's all well engineered. I've actually got quite a few things at Gravity. I've got the LS33s. I've got the bars, T-bars there. Got the laptop stand. I've got a few things. So, not too sure about this thing here. It swivels around, I think. I'll have a look, but it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty safe. But it's interesting to see how it works. I had to take it out of its protective case. But if you can see any cracks in here, it's a perspex protector, not the actual screen itself. I'm saving the battery on that, so it's off right now. It's fully charged. When I did a little test, I had it. It will do just about 7 hours. That's with the tablet screen off and not on all the time. So yesterday, what happened? I don't know what happened yesterday, to be honest with you. The helixes, two there, they suddenly went off, and the others stayed on. I had to go back to the screen and make the screen on for them to work. So I'm not too sure what's going on. That's never happened before, so I'm not too sure about that. If I have the screen on all the time, it will drain the battery. And what I found, that if I plug the power in here, I thought, on one comment I made, that actually keeps the last program. But last night when everything was finished, I plugged it in. It didn't keep the same program. It actually switched the helix off, but the rest were on. So I'll have to have a see. But tonight's till 7. Tonight is till 1. So have to see. Well, people are coming in, so even 6:30. So that's what it looks like with the bracket on. Now I removed the twin cable. I said yesterday what was happening is the helixes were going off. I don't know why they were going off. I had to keep, not in case of refreshing, I had to keep switching it on, switching it off. I just did it again and it went off. I've just taken away the twin cable. And I don't know if that was causing a problem or not. I know I cannot charge it and use it at the same time because the tablet doesn't like it. But it's only, it's early. What I'm concerned about really is consumption of the old battery. But I can just go from, I've got the snowflakes, I can just touch it, I don't know if you can see, but if I go, then obviously the old wedding. Quite a lot of staff on tonight actually. It's one group, so that's just, it's 7:15. What I'm doing, I'm going to switch this off and see what happens. I've got to see what happens. They're having a staff meeting now. There's quite a lot of staff here for one group tonight. It's not 100 people today, I think it's 75. So yeah, so recap then. Yesterday the lights kept on going off, the helixes kept on going off, not the washers or anything, and I had to keep, it couldn't refresh, so I had to switch, close the app down and reopen it, and I thought, well, I'll do it now while I had time, and it was doing the same thing, so I've taken the twin cable out and seen how that works. It may be the twin cable, didn't like the twin cable, but I had it like the other day, last week it was okay, so I don't know. But anyway, going back to the bracket here is holding it, and it's quite sturdy actually. So let's see. So what happens is when they're eating, I'll switch them all off anyway, because they put all the lights on. Yes, people started to come in. Obviously the organisers, it is a business. It's a solicitors, and what they're doing, they've got cards on the table here that says they've got to vote for the best prom king and queen. One of the proposals is dresswear and wood fine spirit. Not sure what wood fine spirit is, but obviously they're got bottles of white wine, red wine and sparkly wine, and they're doing some kind of little competition, and they're in by 6:15 as opposed to 6:30. So as they walk in, I'm using the snowflakes again with the red sort of wash, which shows up here but doesn't show up anywhere else. So they always got the lights on. But last week, the first one of the duty managers turned off the lights for a while, and you can actually see the red on that white, or the white on the red. But yes, so yeah, they're going to have a little competition amongst themselves. Apparently they said they came here last year, I don't really remember, but they came here a bit early anyway. So I switched off the tablet and it's still working, so I got a feeling it was that cable was messing it about, although previous weeks it was okay, so I don't quite understand all that technology, but hey ho! As I walk over here, I was given something to eat. Yes, for the first time I was given a roll. They had some spare rolls, and they're offering some spare rolls, so I had a roll. I don't know about you guys, girls, but I can smell these rolls when you come in, that's bakery smell, and I sort of have a craving for them, but I've never been offered it, but today I was offered, because they said, who wants some rolls? And a few more people wandering in. They're all trying to find, they've got name tags, there's no seating plan as such, they just put the tags, the name tags out, people got to find their seats, there's no sort of table plan. So everybody's sitting down this evening having their meal. Couldn't get them going earlier on, they were a bit non-party mode, firm solicitors. So we shall see, shall we? So I've just literally been handed this playlist, which was emailed to the hotel when she made the booking. I've just been given like 5 minutes ago.